see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir.
Muy buenas tardes, chicos. Vamos a empezar un nuevo capítulo con Geralt, nuestro lobo blanco. Así que, sin más, vamos a empezar. Una criaña.
Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find...
No sé cómo se verá el directo, ¿vale? Porque hace un viento y hay una tormenta aquí en el pueblo donde yo vivo, que no sé si se verá bien, ¿vale? Si no, me lo podéis decir. ¿Ok? Si se corta la secuencia, o si va mal, ¿vale? Me lo decís por chat. No vaya a ser que esté haciendo aquí el directo y no se vea bien, ¿vale?
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone. Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh, truly perverse.
He didn't ken half of it. Called him her stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment. Till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Oh, poor bastard fled out the window.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs, what Rosa var Atre named her Guihir. Well chosen, eh? Her dad's a Novgardian aristocrat with the Imperial Legation. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
A ver la última.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Findabair'd be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Vale, pues ya sabemos todo lo que queríamos saber.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Bien, pues nada, hay que ir a hablar con toda esta gente. A ver, pues por aquí. Venga. Bueno, vamos a marcarlo. A ver cuál es el más cercano, este. Bien. Y luego allí hay 3. Vale. Bien. Si vamos pasando por aquí, pillaremos el tablón de anuncios. Y si estamos cerca de por aquí también. Así que venga, vamos a darle caña. Vamos por aquí.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Go. Now.
Now listen. You might have 2 swords, but there's 4 of us.
Yeah. 4 men, collecting tribute from 1 washerwoman. Don't think I have much to fear.
Best think again.
Come on, come closer.
Vaya. Ven para acá. Hala. Pues ya está.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait. Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is.
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Thanks for your help.
Pues nada, buena gracias. Buena suerte y gracias.
Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Bueno, vamos a ver a los tiesos a coger las cosas que tenían. A Solo han quedado bultos de carne aquí. Bien, pues vamos a la siguiente mujer.
Look at this one.
When did you last touch a witch?
Welcome. Do come in.
Elfo.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks?
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here. Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him
Madre
one
mía.
night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
No quiero saber el resto. No, cuéntame.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Vaya tela.
Dandelion
Bien, me lo
visit your
creo, me lo
shop
creo.
often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Vaya tela.
I know this is none of my business, but why do you...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested. Thanks for your help.
Venga, pues vamos a por la siguiente.
Nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
A ver, a lo mejor puedo venderle algo de
Greetings.
ropa y demás.
Come to look over my spring collection, perhaps?
Glad to take a glance at what you got.
A ver
Of
qué
course,
tiene.
please do. If anything chafes or pinches, I can alter it on the spot at no charge. Once I'm done, it'll feel like you're wearing nothing at all.
¿Y esto? Máscara de lobo. Hostia, esta me mola. ¿Y esto qué? Nah. Vamos a ver si le podemos vender algo. Eso, por ejemplo. Esto también. A ver. Ah, sí. Eso también. Esto también se lo vendo ya. Ah, no tiene más dinero. Bueno. Pues ya está. Venga. Adiós.
So long.
Bien, vamos a ver a dónde tenemos que ir ahora con la siguiente. Ya es aquí, ¿vale? Entonces creo que voy a hacer un viaje largo. Viaje aquí. Bien. Pues vamos, Geralt. Por aquí. Ahí o ahí arriba. Vale, aquí. Luego iremos abajo y veremos el tablón de anuncios. Bien. Pues... venga. Creo que es por aquí, ¿no? Cortesana, anda que... Bueno.
Just a bit more and I'll drop this job.
Bueno, aquí hay una. Está cerrado, así que ahí no podemos entrar.
What's he doing here?
Pues rota. Bueno. A ver esto a dónde nos lleva. Bien, bien. Joder, cuántos niños,
Excuse
¿no?
me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd you get bit?
It hurt him uncle's in the
Will he
circus,
die?
'cause he can swallow
Don't die
salt.
from rats,
Can you?
stupid.
Yes, you do. Just the other day I saw a witch hunter tell a man, "You rat," and then he killed him.
Liar! That's enough. We're done for the day. Gather your things and go home.
Voy a esperar una hora y continuamos.
That hurts. That hurt.
Now can we talk?
Vamos a hablar con ella.
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelions? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snakely whip rose skyward. Jee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry. Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Bien, pues nada. 7 puntillos más de experiencia. Bueno. Vamos a ver la siguiente. Es esta, pero es que no... Creo que no puedo entrar. De todas maneras vamos a ir allí. La marco para saber cuál es la buena. Aunque sale siempre más grande. Supongo que será por aquí. Bien, cinemática.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet, and know each other. Surprising.
A ver.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Venga, pues vamos a acompañarlo.
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then.
Bien, vamos a ver las carreras, ¿no?
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Gray's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's in the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Pues venga, vamos a correr. A ver si pillamos esa silla.
Seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
¿Rayo?
Radovid's encamped nearby. Redanian chestnut might want to impress its king.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Bien, vamos a ver qué pasa.
Riders, ready!
Go, go, let's go!
Voy a tener que... que recupere un poco.
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
No sé si llegará bien. No. Bueno, parece que he ganado, ¿no? Así que bien.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly.
Bien, pues hemos conseguido una silla de montar. ¿Vale?
That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Washed your hair lately?
Bien. Pues vamos a hablar con la muchacha. A ver qué dice.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt? That Geralt? The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again?
Sí, más o menos.
That's right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving him.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an arrow from 100 paces?
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never mind. Any idea where our master archer might be at the moment?
No.
Qué cabronazo.
Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw her myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we'd visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Bueno.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. And I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Bueno. Vamos a hablar con ella. Que tengo que bajar y dar la vuelta. ¿En serio? No, tengo que bajar y dar la vuelta.
Sick of it all.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Pues sí, volvemos.
It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Grandísima, ¿eh? La ciudad.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
This morning, my Greta came back from the market with news. Some mysterious murders happening in some house. Your Greta's got the
Bien.
imagination of a drunk troubadour.
Nada, mira, aquí hay un barbero.
She never lied about serious matters. Some storekeeper told her.
Aquí abajo, ¿no?
A storekeeper. Another trustworthy source. Everyone who lives in there wants other solicitors.
Vamos ya a la barbería. Sí, quiero cambiarme el pelo, este no me mola.
Greetings to the honourable gentleman. Razors, scissors, knives, ground to sharpness mere moments ago.
Need a trim. Think you can manage?
Bien. Yo creo que este, ¿no? Ahora sí. Bien afeitado. Así sí. Ahora sí.
So long.
Joder, ahora lo veo raro, ¿eh? Pero en fin, este es su verdadero pelo.
Time for a change of scenery.
Ahora sí que mola. Bien, perfecto. Mira, pues vamos a ver la siguiente misión. Bueno, la siguiente misión, la siguiente chica. Tenemos que hablar. Y es aquí. Aquí dentro, vamos a ver si podemos entrar.
This flame can bring us.
Top genre.
Remember,
What do you want?
Want to see Rosa var Atra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now. Thanks, we ain't looking for no witcher.
¿No? Vale, pues tendremos que entrar por algún lado, ¿no? Vamos a buscar el sitio por donde podemos entrar. ¿Por ahí escalando qué? Parece que sí o no. A lo mejor por aquí. Uy, que me caigo. Vamos a tener que saltar, ¿no? Imagino que por aquí será el camino, no sé a dónde voy, pero bueno. ¿Y ahí abajo qué hay? Un río. Ah, un paisaje más bonito, ¿no? Pues me imagino que por aquí. Anda, mira, aquí hay un tieso. Carta de amor. Bueno, vamos a leerla. Muy bien. Anda, mira, aquí hay una cueva. O sea, volveremos a verla.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, Sugar Puss.
It's Lady var Atra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, Sugar Puss, before I report this to Papa.
¿Voy a tener que ir por debajo o qué? ¿O hay algún sitio donde pueda entrar? Antes de eso voy a saquear, como ya sabéis. A ver. No, pues nada, yo creo que va a ser por abajo, ¿verdad? Voy a dar una vuelta por el otro lado. Y si no va a ser la cueva esa que vi por abajo. Ah, no, está aquí. Aún así tengo que mirar por abajo a ver cómo... A ver qué es lo que hay.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gates.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa var Atra would train with random clods calling themselves swordmasters? No. The var Atras demand the very best. Thus, we've hired a witcher. Take him to the training room. Now.
As you say, miss.
Venga, ya me... Anda.
I hope you realise what you've gotten yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss, or you'll earn the ambassador's ire. Ah! Follow me.
Youth these days, hair-brained, all of them.
Bien, bueno, vamos a ver
You're
cómo,
my new instructor.
cómo va.
Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Anda.
Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
I'm a witcher. I'm looking
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
What's so exciting about it?
Living on the edge, tracking then facing down beasts, sleeping under the stars. Oh, it must be wonderful.
Try fighting a Zoogle while up to your neck in sewage. Nothing quite like it.
Not one of the high points, I suppose. Wait, weren't you about to ask me something?
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
No me va a dar ni un toque.
Come on, come closer.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well, if
No le va a dar ni una.
you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step.
You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Bueno, chicos, perdonad un momento. A ver, vamos a ver qué contamos. A ver.
Who Dandelion sing about?
Vamos a preguntarle
Know
todo.
anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Kalinetta. Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Hinkle.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
What are two young Nilfgaardian aristocrats doing in Novigrad?
Dying of boredom. Papa's a diplomat. He also has many business dealings in Novigrad. He's a member of the Trade Corporation. Takes us along everywhere he goes, and must then find us new tutors in each spot. And so in Novigrad, the task fell to the poet Dandelion, Rosa's betrothed. Edna!
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Changing subjects.
Nada, debo
Been
de
a
ir.
pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
How's here tomorrow? Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher. Twix.
A ver, ¿y aquí qué hay? Me llevo al bosque. Y ahora salimos de aquí. Venga.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
Vamos a leer el libro. A ver. Bueno.
An abomination.
Vaya. Vamos a ver la cueva esta que había debajo, ¿no? ¿O qué? ¿Qué os parece? Ahora hay aquí un guardia. A ver por aquí qué hay. Voy a guardar. Bien, voy a hacerlo así. Tenemos otra por si acaso la...
Someone placed an illusion here.
Bien. Vamos a ver qué hay por aquí. Por aquí es por donde he venido, ¿no? ¿O qué? ¿Por dónde ha sido? Ha sido por aquí. Hemos entrado por aquí. Bien. Entonces la primera sala es por aquí. ¿Cuál? A ver. Vaya. ¿Y esto? Bien. Parece que aquí vive alguien, ¿no? Bueno, vamos a ver esto a dónde nos lleva. Aquí van a salir más, ¿verdad? Vaya. Hombre. Vale, ¿y aquí qué hay? Pues aquí no hay nada. A ver por aquí a dónde nos lleva. Aquí hay una escalera. Bien. Vamos a seguir por aquí. Y esto va hacia abajo. No sé a dónde me lleva, pero bueno. Voy a seguir a ver explorando. Y aquí que no hay nada, ¿no? Vale. A ver. Tieso. No, he mirado por aquí a ver si hay algo. Esto no se puede abrir, ¿no? No. Bueno, en fin. A ver dónde estamos ahora y a dónde tenemos que llegar. Aquí. Vale, pues vamos a ir corriendo hacia allá.
What happened, kid?
They...
Hey, wait.
The Grey Git.
Grab him.
Vaya.
Keep it together, lads.
Time to end this.
No, a ti te voy a dejar para el último. Ven para acá. Parece que lo he partido un poco, ¿no? Oye, ¿y por qué me quieren matar? Madre mía. Bien, pues nada. Bien, venga. Vamos por ahí.
It's a waste of words.
Non-human, are you? Look for your kind beyond the walls.
¿Por ahí se puede salir? No. Tenemos que doblar por aquí.
Come closer.
Venga, vamos a ver el cartel. A ver. Bien. El listillo toca pelota. Vale.
Got pitched like a racehorse.
La casa encantada, pero esa creo que es donde estaba la criaña, ¿no? Bien. Yo debo de ir ahí. Así que vamos a usar ese punto para viajar rápido. Bien, estamos ya aquí. Bien, perfecto.
The eternal flame will burn away our
I sod it.
Oh. How are you keeping, Bobby? Miss your Zoltan, you old bum? What's this? Ah, you're back! You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well? Mark my words, she'll be playing Gwent with us in no time. But we were to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picture Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Muy bien, pues nada, tenemos que ir a ver una poesía. Tenemos que ir a un teatro a ver poesía. Muy bien. Bueno, pues señores, y aquí lo vamos a dejar por el directo de esta tarde con The Witcher, ¿vale? Así que supongo que mañana volveré con un nuevo directo de nuestro brujo Geralt, el lobo blanco. Y así nos vamos a despedir esta tarde. Espero que mañana estéis por aquí y pasemos un buen momento con Geralt, ¿vale? Así que nada, sin entretenerme más y sin enrollarme. Un saludo, nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Adiós, chao.